Welcome to day 25 of 4 weeks of yoga. Today we're going to continue with our yoga flow and cardio sequence for this week. So we're going to start seated on the floor with the eyes closed, and we're going to bring our attention towards the breath and our body and our state of mind, really strengthening that mind-body connection. I'm not going to guide you through the usual order. I want you to make these moments your own, to really prepare yourself physically and mentally for our yoga practice today. Because maybe you'll need to focus your attention longer and more on a certain area or on your breath. These are your moments to prepare. And I'm going to read the meditation for today. It's a little bit longer, but I really love it, so I didn't want to cut it short because I love every single part of it. So it says, love is patient, love is kind. Love does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It is not rude, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. That's from 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 8, and 13. So you can just really dwell on that throughout the practice today and hopefully throughout your day as well. Now we're going to come to standing to do our sun salutations. So inhaling, you're going to reach the arms out and up, looking towards the sky. And with an exhale, we're going to bend from the waist and come down to touch the floor. Going to lift the head a bit. And you can step or hop the feet back and lower into cobra or upward dog. Now we're going to push the hips up into a downward dog. Now we're going to step or hop the feet back to the hands. We're going to straighten the knees if you can. And we're going to come up with an inhale. And exhaling, we're going to lower the arms through prayer. Inhaling, we reach them back up again. And with an exhale, we bend from the waist to touch the floor. Inhaling, we're going to lift the head. And we're going to step or hop back and lower into a cobra pose or upward facing dog. And now we're going to push up into a downward dog. Now you can step or hop the feet back to the hands. And with an inhale, we're going to come back up to standing with the arms up. And exhaling, we're going to lower the arms through a prayer position. We inhale them back up, really reaching towards the sky. And with an exhale, we're going to bend down to touch the floor. We'll lift the head a bit and step or hop the feet back to lower into a cobra pose or upward dog. And now we're going to come up into downward dog. Now we're going to step or hop the feet back to the hands. And we're going to come up with the arms reaching towards the sky. And exhaling, we're going to lower the arms through prayer. Inhaling, we're going to reach the arms out and up, looking up towards the sky, and with an exhale, we're going to bend from the waist and touch the floor. Inhaling, we're going to lift the head a bit, and then we're going to step or hop the feet back and come into a cobra pose or upward dog. Now we're going to push up into a downward dog. Now we're going to step or hop the feet back to the hands. And inhaling, we're going to come back up to standing with the arms reaching towards the sky. And exhaling, we're going to lower the arms through prayer position. Inhaling, we reach up. And with an exhale, we reach down to touch the floor. Inhaling, we lift the chest a bit. And exhaling, we relax it. Inhaling, we lift the head and chest again. And now we're going to step back and come down to all fours to do some cat-cow. So inhaling, we're going to arch, and exhaling, we're going to round. Now use these moments to just match your own breath to movement. So on each inhale, you're going to arch, and on each exhale, you're going to round. Now we're going to stay in a rounded position, and with an exhale, we're going to lower down into child's pose. Inhaling, we come up and arch the back. And with an exhale, we're going to round it. Staying here for an inhale, and on the next exhale, lowering down into child's pose. Inhaling, we come up and we arch the back. And exhaling, we round it. And then we lower down into a child's pose on the next exhale. Inhaling, we come up and we arch. And then we round the back. Now we're going to lower down into a child's pose. Inhaling, we're going to come up, keeping the back neutral this time. And we're going to tuck the toes, and with an inhale, we're going to lift the hips, coming into a downward dog. Now we're going to bring the right knee into the chest, lowering the hips and shifting the weight forward. And now we're going to come back into a downward dog. Now we're going to bring the left knee into the chest, keeping that spine nice and long. And now we're going to come back into downward dog for one breath. Now we're going to bring the right knee into the chest again, keeping that spine long, not arched or rounded. You're going to feel how the core is activated. And now we're going to come back into downward dog. And we're going to bring the left knee into the chest now. And we're going to push back into downward dog. And now we're going to bring the right knee into the chest again. And we're going to push back into downward dog. And now we're going to bring the left knee into the chest. Hips come down, weight shifts forward a bit, and the spine is nice and long. Now we're going to come back into downward dog. And now you can lower the knees to the floor, and with an exhale, come into child's pose to rest. Now we're going to come up and get ready to do the dolphin pose. So elbows on the floor, hands clasped together, and with an inhale, we're going to lift the hips and straighten the knees as much as you can. You can feel like you're pushing the floor away with your forearms, so you can really lengthen the spine. walk the feet back a few inches and lower the hips to come into a dolphin plank pose. Now you're going to lower the knees, and with an exhale, we're going to come into child's pose to rest. Now we're going to come up and we're going to sit with the legs bent to come into a boat pose. So arms out in front of you, and you can slightly lift the feet off the floor, or you can bend them, lift them up a bit more, or you can straighten them, but making sure that you are doing what you can do while keeping the spine long. Now we're going to lower the feet and sit up nice and tall, and we're going to repeat that, bringing the feet up to where you can. If you feel like you can't keep the spine long and you're rolling it, you're rounding it, then just lower the feet a bit. And now we're going to lower the feet, and we're going to come to standing to do some cardio. So the first exercise is with the hands behind the head, and we're going to do some standing crunches with a twist. So we start now. Wonderful. Now we're going to rest for 15 seconds, and the next exercise is ice skaters. So 30 seconds of ice skaters starting now. Perfect. Now we're going to rest for 15 seconds and get ready for the next exercise, which is reverse lunges with a jump, bringing the knee kind of into the chest. So we're just doing one side for now. And we start the 30 seconds now. Perfect. Now we're going to rest for 15 seconds before repeating that all. So first is 30 seconds of the standing crunches with a twist, and then 30 seconds of ice skaters, and finishing off with the reverse lunges with jumps. So just breathe. We're already halfway through the cardio. You got this. And we start the first exercise now. Wonderful. Now we're going to rest for 15 seconds and get ready to do the ice skaters. we start now? So I'm going to read the last part of our meditation to kind of get your mind off of, we're kind of getting tired now. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. That's probably my favorite part of the meditation for today. Perfect. Now we're going to rest for 15 seconds, and we only lack the last exercise, so just breathe, and remember there's only 30 seconds more. You can do this. So we start the reverse lunges with the jumps now. Wonderful. Now we're done with the cardio, so we're going to come back down to the ground and lay on our backs with the knees bent to do our cool down stretches. So we're going to place the right foot over the left knee. You can leave the legs on the floor, or you can bring them into your chest, flexing both feet. And now we're going to start to lengthen the breath a little bit, just little by little. Now you can release the legs, and we're going to switch feet. So the left foot on the right knee. Now we're going to release the legs, and we're going to straighten the right one, keeping the left one bent. We're going to twist the left knee over to the right side and extend the left arm out to that side, making sure that the left shoulder is on the ground and that the left foot is touching the right leg. We don't want to separate too much from the right leg. Now we're going to come back and we're going to switch legs. So we're going to bend the right one, twisting the knee over to the left side and extending the right arm out to that side. Now we're going to come back and we're going to bend both legs, placing the hands on the kneecaps, and with an exhale we're going to bring the knees into the chest, rounding the back. And inhaling, we're going to arch the back, letting the arms extend. And exhaling, we're going to bring the knees back into the chest. Inhaling, we're going to arch the back and let the arms extend. And exhaling, we're going to bring the knees back into the chest. Inhaling, we're going to extend the arms. And now you can release the legs. You can keep them bent or straight. You can place your hands on the torso or rest them at your sides, whatever feels most comfortable. And we're going to start to relax. as well as lengthen the breath a little bit more each time. We're going to rest and relax physically and mentally. We don't have to rush into each day. We can take some moments to really relax and rest so that we can actually end up having more energy and being stronger. So you can do a body scan if you want, starting from the toes and working your way up to the head, noticing any muscles that are tense and starting to relax them. You can kind of feel that you're directing your breath towards the muscles that are feeling extra tense. You can just imagine how the oxygen just allows them to relax. And when you reach your head in your body scan, you can start to rest and relax your mind by clearing it of unnecessary thoughts. You're going to still have thoughts floating around, but we're just going to keep them to the back of the mind. We're not going to give them any importance or bring them to the front right now, because this is your time to rest. Truly rest. Now I'm going to read our meditation for today again. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It is not rude, it is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. That's 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 8 and 13. So we're just going to really dwell on that description of love. And we're going to let any negative emotions that weigh us down, like stress, anxiety, anger, maybe grudges, we're going to let all of that just sink away, fall away into the floor, leaving us feeling lighter and leaving room that we can fill up with joy and with peace and with this love we just heard a description of. You can bring a certain person to mind. It can be someone that's close to you. Or if you want to go an extra step, it can be someone that you don't really like that much. You're just going to surround our reaction to when we think about them. We're going to surround it with love, especially if it's someone that you're not the biggest fan of. You can start to change your reaction to thinking about them little by little. It takes time, but little by little you can change that reaction to one filled with more love and peace. And when you're ready, you can roll over to one side. And with a soft gaze or with the eyes closed, we're going to gently push up to seated. Now we're going to place the hands over the heart, and taking a long, deep inhale, we're going to fill the heart with joy and with gratitude. And exhaling, we're going to send all of that into our entire body. Inhaling, we're going to fill the heart again with this energy and with this love. And exhaling, we're going to send that entire love and send that into our entire body. Now you can lower your hands, and with an inhale, we're going to lower the head a bit. And exhaling, you can slowly open your eyes and lift the head. So that was our practice for today. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. And I hope you have a magnificent, mindful day. See you next time.